4587. It's going to be on a, looks like a green Chevy, and I don't get that. Hey, bub. Hey, wake up.
Yo.
I'm Officer Rideout, DeLand Police Department.
All right.
What's going on, man?
Trying to get on that man.
You're trying to what?
Trying to make a man.
You been drinking tonight, bud?
Well, tonight.
Well, the reason we got called out here was because somebody was concerned that you were sleeping on the side of New York Avenue just like this. Okay?
Understandable.
You got any ID on you, bum?
No.
What's your first name?
My name is Brandon.
Brandon, what's your last name?
B-R-O-W-E-R.
B-R-O-W-E-R. Do you have a middle name? And what is it?
Caleb.
The C or a K?
C.
And what's your birthday?
March 10, 1986.
March 8th?
10.
10.
Public parking lot by the liquor store, Saxon and Finland. Sales on the phone asking to be Baker active.
Great. K99 Central. I'm right here. You can put me on that too. Charlie 41 Central.
Hi.
Clear with a 707 with 4 charges en route to that other pending call at C's Waffles and 10's en route with me.
I'm not being rude in the same direction as everybody else.
What was that, bud?
said, I'm talking about you being rude in the same direction as everybody else.
I was being rude to you?
No, not you.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you said...
No, I'm talking.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really having an issue. Just asking him when he's going to get sent on the... When he's going to get sent out and feel better as everybody else.
Okay. Alright, Brandon. So real quick, alright, very quick, alright, what I need you to do is hop out of the car and meet me over in this parking lot over here, alright? We're going to do what's called field sobriety exercises to make sure that you are not impaired, alright, and you are able to operate a vehicle, okay? Very simple. Okay? So do me a favor and hop out of the car, bud. So you're not going to step out of the car?
No. I'm going to stay right here in the car. I'm not doing a field sobriety test. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm going to stay right here.
Do you mind if I ask why you don't want to complete field sobriety exercises?
Mostly I don't feel good.
Define don't feel good.
Feel nauseous.
You feel nauseous?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need the fire department to come check you out, sir?
Nope.
Okay. Alright.
I'm sitting here on the side of the road and I don't feel good. So I'm not planning on driving anywhere that you need to check me for.
Well, unfortunately, you are in actual physical control of a vehicle, okay, per the state of Florida, okay. There are signs of impairment, okay. Your eyes are bloodshot, glassy, and...
I'm gonna wait for 2 days.
Okay. But, again, these are the indicators I am getting, right? They are indicators that someone could be impaired, or under the... Oh, I got you. I'm just explaining to you, okay? Again, I'm going to ask you if you're willing to complete field sobriety exercises. Okay. All right. Stand by for me for just a minute. Hey, bud. So, real quick, this suspicious vehicle, this guy pulled off onto the side of the road. He was asleep in his car. I get up to the car. I don't have any type of smell or the odor of alcohol coming from the vehicle, but the guy's eyes are red and glossy, which is really my only indicator outside of him sleeping on the side of the road. I asked him twice if he would be willing to do field sobriety exercises, and he's refused twice to do so. He's just saying he's trying to get some sleep so he could finish driving where he needs to get to. So I'm not exactly sure on how you would like us to go about this. Again, the only indicator that I really have is the red and glossy eyes. I mean, obviously I'm going to tell him he can't drive his car anyway because his tag is expired and has been for almost 2 months now. The reason why we were here is because someone called because they were concerned on your well-being. We get up here and you're sleeping as sound as a bear.
Probably understandable because
Okay.
I probably was standing
Okay.
sound asleep right here. This is not me being an asshole.
No, and I get that. I know, I get that.
So I'm,
All right, so I'm explaining to you why.
I understand
Okay.
that.
So once we were able to wake you up after we've knocked on the door and both me and my partner asked you to wake up or told you to wake up, okay? You wake up, all right? And we're talking to you, all right? Your eyes are bloodshot and they are glossy, which are two indicators that a person is under the influence of either drugs or alcohol, all right? You were in actual physical control of the vehicle because the keys were in the ignition, your engine was running, all right? And I've asked you more than 3 times now if you were willing to complete field sobriety exercises, okay? I feel like it should be pretty self-explanatory on why I'm asking you to get out of the car, okay? Is there any type of confusion here? All right, because I've tried to work with you on doing.
Start talking, and then you're gonna start asking questions.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna feel confused.
All right, so, because I was willing to work with you and do seated sobriety exercises as opposed to field sobriety, because you're not confident in your ability to balance, right? But you're still refusing the seated sobriety exercises as well. So.
Define physical control of the vehicle.
Actual physical control of the vehicle, per the state of Florida, is any person who is in the vehicle, right? Keys in the ignition, and the vehicle is on, right? Those are right there, right? You are in physical control of the vehicle. Whether the vehicle is in park or not, right? You are still in control of the vehicle. Whether you are awake or not, because you are sitting in this vehicle, keys in the ignition, and the engine was running, you're still in actual physical control of the vehicle. Okay, so that's what I mean by actual physical control of the vehicle. Okay.
It wasn't me arguing.
No, I was just explaining it to you and making sure that you
I
understand.
take those keys and I toss them in the back.
That still doesn't change the fact that we've already been out with you. And
I was in actual physical control of the vehicle.
Yes, you were. I'm glad we've covered that, right? Because
I like you.
I appreciate that. Okay.
Seem like a decent guy.
Okay. So, Brandon, once again, I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle, all right? And
what's going to happen if I step out of the vehicle?
Well, what's going to happen is we're going to come back over here to the back of your vehicle, okay? And then we're going to discuss what's going to go on from there, okay?
That's not very descriptive. What is going to happen if I step out of the vehicle?
Okay. So what we're going to do is, because again I've asked you multiple times now to step out of the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Is you're going to get out of the vehicle. We're not going to sit here and pitter patter around this.
Why not?
Because it's not what we're going to do. We're not going to sit here all night trying to explain things to you. Okay. So get out of the vehicle now. Okay. We're not going to keep doing this. Go ahead. Get out of the vehicle. Come on. Sir, get out of the vehicle. Brandon, get out of the vehicle now.
Come on, guys. I'll let you.
Okay. Get out of the vehicle now.
All right. Let me go, and I will step out of the vehicle. I will happily step out of the vehicle if you let me go.
Step out of the vehicle. Brandon, let's not do this.
Let's not do what?
Let's not make this more difficult than it already is, okay?
I'm not the one making this more difficult than it already is. If you let me go, I will happily step out of my vehicle.
Brandon, step out of the vehicle now, before we have to drag you out of the vehicle. That's not something we want to do, bud. All right,
It's not something I want to do either.
Okay, so just step out of the vehicle.
Alright. If you would please let go of my wrist, I will happily step out of the vehicle.
Let's get moving. Let's get moving.
Can I hold him in my seat?
Come on. Face the door for me. Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Palms together like you're praying, bud.
I'm not generally afraid behind my back.
Well, palms together like you're praying.
Like I said, I don't pray behind my back like that. Generally, I pray with my hands in front of me and my head up so I can see what's coming. Be known as the sheepdog prayer.
Yep.
Foxtrot 51 Central.
All right, Brandon, let's walk over here, bud.
31's gonna have adult meal 10:15.
Lean up against the car for me. Face the car.
Oh.
Spread your feet for me, bud.
Yeah.
You have anything on you that's going to stick, poke, or harm me?
think I have a knife in my pockets. I do have one around my neck.
Okay.
I do not believe I have one in my pockets.
But
You
you
got
do
light?
have one around your neck?
Yeah, I got one attached to my dog tag.
Okay.
You have a...
I'm not seeing one there. You see one over on that side just poking over?
Alright, no. Nothing in my pockets.
You
Just,
said you
just
have
the one on my neck.
You said it's attached to your dog tag?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on 550 coordinate. Yeah, there you go. Oh, still attached. Still got 550 cord around my neck. There you go.
All right, buddy. Anything in your pockets that I need to know about?
Nope.
Okay.
Might be a lighter. Maybe some receipts. That's about it.
Let me get your light over here real quick.
This is gorgeous. Headshots this tight.
Go ahead and step on in the car for me.
I'm not being that sorry, so I have my jeans up around my legs. Trying to be able to drop back
Oh,
down.
I'll fix it.
No,
for
you're
you.
good. Okay, good. You're alright. You ain't gotta fix it for me. I'm a smart ass, not an asshole.
No, I got you.